No? Okay, never mind. If you can read out your title, Data Revolution,
Data
How
revolution,
Retailers.
how retailers use shopping insights to reinvent themselves.
And if you can reconnect, like you have given a good presentation, your flow of thoughts was very good. First, to start with, the flow of thoughts was really good in your presentation. But I just have two questions or two clarifications about it. The title
Yes.
says it is the data revolution,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
how retailers use shopping insights to reinvent themselves. How
Yes.
many literature review have you done so far for this study?
Ma'am, actually, I'm working on this for my synopsis and my thesis also. So I have done 102 secondary data, the research papers. I have done 102 research
So
papers for
out of
this,
that,
in which I have did this
from
research
your
paper.
primary study, you have taken one gap and you worked on the paper. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just a small thing, ma'am. When you do it for your PhD and other synopsis presentations, while you do secondary data, I think you can also analyze the secondary data and you have a clear structure of analysis for that. That could add value to your paper so that on the greater extent, it will have impact on the research background.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, when you do your secondary research, I mean the secondary data sources, always remember we have to show the mapping. How many papers have we visited, reviewed, and from where have you reviewed? What were the papers' spirit of that? And then you should be able to give your findings. Okay, in your presentation, you have done completely what you have done, but you could have given the reference to how did you arrive at this gap and where are your outcomes leading to. If that connect has to be there, then I think your paper will get into the next level.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I did it before, but the in this for the conference we have giving the topics for the PPT. So I'll mold my PPT according to the topics given.
So fine, that means you have a template, and based on the template, you have presented.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, there's no template for the review of literature.
No, ma'am. There's only these topics were given for the PPT template for the conference. So I have
Okay,
done my PPT according to that only.
okay, no issues. But keep this as my suggestion for your synopsis.
Yeah,
I
yes,
think your paper could be going to the next level, so that even your publication opportunities would be better. Because only when the review of literature is strong and
yes,
your
ma'am.
implications lead to that correct outcome,
Yes, ma'am.
chances of publication would be greater.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for your important review, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Later. Thank you.
Yes, can we move to the next presenter? Gaurav Neti, you can present. Hello.
Yes,
Gaurav Neti, sir. Yes, kindly share your presentation.
coming ago. You topic that will affect millions of people in our country.
Visible, Mr.
Financial,
Gaurav, but we can't hear. I can't hear you properly.
ma'am, am I audible now? Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you're audible. You can start.
So, Entrepreneurship honesty, focusing on the opportunities and challenges in emerging markets, especially in India.
Gaurav sir, your voice is breaking. I think you're traveling. You have mentioned that.
Have
I'm
you,
sorry, Gaurav sir. I think we should have next presentation because everyone is waiting for. Yes, can we have the next presentation?
Ma'am, can I start?
Sure, ma'am. Parumita, ma'am, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, is it visible?
yes, ma'am, it is visible. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Paramita Mukherjee from Baba Institute of Technology and Sciences. Today, I will be talking about hybrid learning and how we can combine classroom teaching and online learning effectively after the pandemic. Now, during COVID 19, education completely changed. Around 1.6 billion students were affected worldwide. And initially, we moved to online teaching because we had obviously no choice. Now, many institutions are intentionally using hybrid learning. As per my research, about 21% of colleges have adopted hybrid models permanently. And students say that they feel more motivated because hybrid learning gives them flexibility. So, but the only problem is that despite access to over 1400 digital platforms, only 24% approximately of teachers report receiving effective training on available technological tools and creating a persistent gap between access and expert deployment. Now, we have access to many digital tools, more than 1400 platforms. But as I said, only 24% of teachers are properly trained to use them effectively. So the problem is not lack of technology, the problem is lack of proper training. Now, there are different types of hybrid models because hybrid learning is just not one model. There are different formats, and understanding the differences helps us choose the right approach. Now, as you can see on the screen, first is hybrid learning. So, in this, students can choose to attend physically or online, and both groups learn together at the same time. So, this gives flexibility but needs good planning. Then we have blended learning, which we all know. In blended learning, the teacher decides how much is online and how much is offline. So, students may rotate between online and classroom sessions, and it is more structured and less flexible than hybrid. Then you have high flex, which gives maximum freedom. Students choose each day whether they want to attend in person, online live, or watch later. This model supports different student needs. Then we have flipped classroom. In the flipped model, students they study content before class. Class time is used for discussion, problem solving, and activities. This increases obviously active learning. Now, my research question was that this study has tried to answer four main questions. That is, which teaching methods work best in hybrid classrooms? Does technology increase student engagement? Does hybrid learning improve academic performance? And does teacher training affect success? So now, what was my methodology? because I was also involved with TESOL training, so I was in touch with research scholars and students and faculty members across 7 countries. So I took their help. So more than 3,500 students were involved in this, and we compared traditional and hybrid classrooms, and different statistical tools were used to check the results. So we use statistical tests to compare marks. We use structural modeling to see relationships, AI models to predict student interest, a survey to measure engagement, and this helped us understand both performance and engagement. Now, hybrid learning, after doing the research and the tools that we used, we realized that hybrid learning showed positive results. STEM subjects like science and engineering showed the highest improvement. Subjects that need hands-on practice like clinical medicine showed less improvement. And so effectiveness depends on the subject and its implementation. Now, hybrid learning had a strong impact on student engagement and performance, but digital tools alone had only a small impact. This means that technology alone is not enough. Good teaching design matters more. So, in one more model, which I came across while I was researching in Kazakhstan, students their scores improved significantly. Like what I had read was that sociology marks increased from 74 to 82, and psychology marks improved from 69 to 78. So this shows us that hybrid learning can improve results if done properly. So now, for hybrid learning to work well, what I realized was that 3 things are important. First is teaching presence. Next is like teaching presence along with faculty upskilling. Then social presence, cognitive presence. These 3 must work together. So what do I mean by teaching presence? Teaching presence means that you should plan the course well, you should guide the discussions, you should give clear instructions, and strong teacher involvement is very, very important in hybrid classrooms. Social presence means that students must feel connected. In hybrid classrooms, online students may feel isolated. That's a problem there. So teachers must encourage interaction and collaboration. And cognitive presence means that this means deep thinking. Students must ask questions. They should explore ideas. They should connect concepts. They should apply knowledge. And hybrid models should promote this process. So the problem is, the limitation is that, as we know or as we are aware, that very less number of teachers even now are well trained. But 59% of the students, they feel more motivated in hybrid learning. 84% of students with disabilities benefit from online options. So hybrid learning supports inclusion, but teachers do need training. So my recommendation is that we should focus on faculty training. We should use flexible models like what I discussed, like HiFlex, and design interactive and active learning activities. And technology should support learning, not replace teaching. We can't replace a teacher. Technology should be a aid. Technology should not take over the teacher. So the future research areas could be that future studies could explore how students think together in hybrid spaces, how AI can give more constructive feedback, what are the long-term effects of hybrid learning. So my conclusion is that hybrid learning works, but only when it is carefully planned. Technology alone can not be enough. Teacher training, good design, and student engagement are the key factors in hybrid learning. Thank you so much.
Dr. Paramita ma'am, very nice presentation, because I
Thank
could see the technology intervention in your presentation also. You have used one of the technology apps for your
Yes,
presentation. That's very
yes.
good. You can easily make out. I just have a small, it's not a question, but I'm just asking out of my curiosity, since I'm also in education. You had shown one model in your second or third slide about the academic hybrid learning model something. Is it based on some theory, or out of your research you've done that, ma'am?
I had read about it, and then, based on that, I kind of designed it using AI tool
Because
because
that's
I
one
thought
of
it would be
the,
easy to explain.
yes, that's one of the really good attempt, because lot of models have been created recently. And since in our studies we concentrate on theories and you develop a particular model, it becomes most important aid for us to go ahead with the idea. So that's really eye-catching. I just got that attention very well. So that's one important appreciation to you.
Thank
And
you.
further research, when you have given, is it connected to other technology-driven apps, or are you in study with that also?
Yes, right now I'm trying to learn more about these AI tools. Even I'm learning every day. We are learning new things. So I'm like kind of experimenting and trying to bring in more AI tools and see how it works out. So
Okay.
it is a combination of AI tools, many AI tools.
Okay, that's good. That was my consideration, because in the matter of 10 slides, I may not get the full insight about your paper.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
having seen your quantum of the work, I think AI or other models would be definitely being there, so that will add value to the domain. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Paromita, ma'am, thank you for the wonderful presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Before we move to the next presenter, I will be just, our valedictory guest is already with us, and due to some time difference, we need to, she is joining online. So we all will be gathered in the main room.
Jyoti ma'am,
Yes,
Jyoti ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, I've just got a call from Mukesh sir. Now he's suggesting to now we'll be collaborating both the tracks.
yes, 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 yes,
So there will be no separate tracks as such.
yes.
We'll be in the same track, all presenters.
Okay, okay. Yes, because valedictory guest is joining soon.
Yeah.
Recording stopped.
Sir, your voice
Recording
is
in
breaking.
progress.
Am I audible now, ma'am?
Not clearly, sir.
Pratiksha, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, whatever suggestions you have given, do you feel that those are scalable?
Yes, sir. We can't control human behavior like greed, fear of missing out, overconfidence. But the financial institutions, they can take initiative, like before they can reduce the risky lending and increase their capital reserve, so that this prevents the bubble from growing too large. And government should promote long term investment instead of a short term trading. So some of the strategies that can be feasible, that can be implemented, so that the risk of the financial crisis should be reduced.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello everyone. In our track, Shobha Uppe ma'am presentation was there, but as we have merged for the session, we will continue it later.
लेकिन अभी तो नहीं आ रहा है कुछ भी।
Shobha Uppe ma'am, your presentation will be continue after the session. We are having expert session.
कोई भी नहीं है क्या? ठीक है, ठीक, ठीक है, ठीक।
Gidari sir, please mute yourself.
Okay, very good morning to one and all. Since we have already started with the paper presentations track, and now we need to take some networking break over here. We have Dr. Hedi Karunya soon will be joining with us. I also welcome our session chair.
Ma'am has already joined, ma'am. Sorry to disturb.
She has already joined?
Yes, yes.
Dr. Hedi ma'am, okay. I am not able to see. Hello, Hedi ma'am. How are you?
Good morning, Dr. Shyati. Yeah, thank you for inviting me to the conference. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so how's the conference?
Yeah, it's going on. And next year, ma'am, we expect you to be in Jalgaon campus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think I'm really sorry because this time I'm in the middle of traveling to out of town, about 5 hours driving from Jakarta. We are visiting one of the land. They got a disaster, like what we call it, liquefaction. It's some kind of it's like a earthquake, like an earthquake. Okay. Wait.
Okay, by the time, ma'am, you share your presentation, you would like to give some structured presentation, yes?
Yeah. No, this time I was informed last time that I don't need to.
Yeah. So,
presentation.
ma'am, yes, ma'am, just let me introduce you and we'll continue with the paper tracks. And you can review some of the papers.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay,
Can I give my speech now or maybe still wait for another presentation?
Yeah, ma'am, you can give your speech now. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the GH Raisoni for inviting me to join the conference. It's such an honor for me to join your conference. And I would also like to, maybe share some of my thoughts in this conference, and hopefully it can give also some insight for you all. Yeah. Okay, honorable dignitaries, esteemed professors, fellow scholars, distinguished guests and colleagues, good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to address you today. It is a profound honor to stand before such a distinguished audience, especially in the presence of so many esteemed scholars from many universities and thought leaders in the field of business, technology, and innovation. We gather here today not just to celebrate accomplishments, but also to engage in meaningful dialogue about the pressing challenges and immense opportunities that lie ahead. The theme of this conference is driving strategic competitiveness through digital transformation and sustainable innovation. Could not be more relevant to the world we live today. As lecturers and academics, we are the custodians of knowledge, and it is our duty to shape the mind of future leaders, thinkers, and innovators. The future is being shaped right now, and the crossroads at which we stand demand our attention and deliberate action. This digital age has fundamentally altered the way we perceive and conduct business, communicate, and even build relationships. The transformation is no longer a distant concept. It's happening before our eyes, and it is profoundly reshaping industries, governments, and societies around the globe. And we can no longer afford to view digital transformation as a passing trend or an optional business strategy, but instead, it has become a central force driving strategic competitiveness in virtually every sector. Digital technologies, including artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, cloud computing, and blockchain, have opened up unprecedented avenues for business to reimagine their processes, interactions, and offerings. What we are witnessing today is not merely automation, but a fundamental rethinking of how we do business. Companies that embrace and invest in digital transformation are poised for success, while those that resist or delay will inevitably find themselves left behind. Yeah, we know that. For those of us in academia, this shift is particularly significant. Our research, teaching, and engagement with industry must evolve to meet these new challenges. The world expects us to not only equip students with foundational knowledge, but to prepare them for a rapidly changing technological landscape. We must focus on equipping the next generation of leaders and innovators with digital literacy they need to thrive. In the context of strategic competitiveness, digital transformation is a game changer. However, simply adopting digital technologies and digital tools is not enough. Strategic competitiveness in this digital era requires companies to foster a culture of innovation, agility, and forward thinking. To truly leverage digital transformation, businesses need to rethink their entire value chain from R&D and production to marketing and customer engagement. Take, for example, industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, retail, and finance. In healthcare, telemedicine and data-driven diagnostic tools are not just enhancing patient care, they are enabling new business models that improve accessibility and affordability. In manufacturing, the use of smart factories powered by IoT and AI is creating more efficient, flexible, and sustainable smart factories production process. In retail, companies that have embraced e-commerce and data analytics are providing personalized experience that drive customer loyalty and increase market share. In this example, digital transformation is not just about improving existing processes. It is about fundamentally altering the way business creates value. For organizations to remain competitive, they must embrace this mindset of reinvention. This also opens the door to new business models, market, and partnerships, including the development of entirely new products and services that were previously unimaginable. As we discuss digital transformation, we must also consider the broader context within which these changes are taking place. The urgency of addressing global challenges such as climate change, resource depletion, and inequality has never been more pressing. As scholars, innovators, and business leaders, we are uniquely positioned to drive the kind of change that balances technological progress with sustainable practices. And then sustainable innovation is not merely a trend, but a crucial framework for ensuring that businesses and economies remain viable in the long term. Innovation today cannot be disconnected from its impact on the environment, society, and future generation. Therefore, sustainable innovation requires that we consider environmental, economic, and social factors in the design and implementation of new technologies, products, and services. For example, in industries like energy, transportation, and agriculture, the adoption of sustainable practices is no longer optional. It is necessary for survival. Renewable energy technologies such as solar and wind power are rapidly transforming the energy sector. In transportation, electric vehicles are gaining ground as an alternative to traditional gasoline powered cars, driven by both technologies advancements and increasing environmental concerns. In agriculture, innovations in precision farming and sustainable supply chains are helping to reduce waste and improve food security. As scholars, we then must encourage research and innovation that drives progress without compromising future generations' ability to thrive. The most successful businesses of tomorrow will be those that recognize that profitability is deeply intertwined with sustainability. It is not enough to innovate, but we must innovate responsibly. And then this brings me to the critical role that academia plays in shaping both digital transformation and sustainable innovation. As lecturers, researchers, and educators, we are entrusted with fostering the skills and mindset necessary for our students to thrive this evolving landscape. Our research can help identify the opportunities and challenges presented by this transformation, and our teaching can inspire the next generation of leaders who will take on these challenges. But we must also do more than just teach about the digital technologies and sustainability. We must integrate them into our own academic practices. Research institutions must become hubs of innovation, not only by studying digital transformation, but by actively participating in it. Universities must create environments where interdisciplinary collaboration is encouraged, where innovation is prioritized, and where sustainability is at the core of research agendas. We must also actively engage with industries and policymakers to ensure that our research has a meaningful impact. Academia should not operate in isolation from the real world. Our findings, our findings must inform and shape the digital and sustainable innovation that will drive future competitiveness. This can only be achieved through stronger partnerships between universities, businesses, and government entities, partnerships that bridge the gap between theory and practice. And as we look ahead, the opportunities for driving strategic competitiveness through digital transformation and sustainable innovation are vast. Yet, these opportunities come with immense responsibility. As educators, it is our duty to instill in our students a sense of purpose, responsibility, and ethical leadership. The future we are shaping is not just one of economic growth, but that considers the well-being of people and the planet. And next generation of leaders will need to equip not just with technical skills, but with a deep understanding of the social and environmental implications of their decisions. The ability to innovate sustainably, to lead with purpose, and to adapt with rapidly changing technologies will define the success of tomorrow's leaders. And in conclusion, the convergence of digital transformation and sustainable innovation presents a defining challenge and opportunity for businesses, governments, and academic institutions alike. As lecturers and researchers, we have the unique opportunity to shape this future by educating and empowering the next generation of leaders. Let us commit to pushing the boundaries of knowledge, to fostering innovation that is sustainable, and to driving the competitiveness of industries and societies through responsible digital transformation. Together, we can create a future and societies through responsible digital transformation, where innovation is driven by ethical considerations and where sustainability is embedded in the very fabric of business and society. I think that's my speech today, and thank you. And I look forward to engaging with all of you as we continue to shape this exciting future together as academia. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. It was really wonderful to hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah.
All the participants, kindly let us give a big round of applause. Yes. So, let me, we want to know from you, ma'am, Dr. Hetty Karunia, ma'am, you're from Universities of Tarumangara,
Yeah.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how you pronounce it, ma'am?
Sorry.
It's SEMSICCOP.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
SEMSICCOP. Yes.
So,
It
what
is
does it
a
mean?
Bachelor of Economics, Master of Science, and also CCOP is like a professional certification in strategic management.
Oh, that's great, ma'am. So
Yeah.
that was the reason that we have chosen you for this conference, ma'am, because our conference theme is, as you know, strategic management.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the
So
one you should be very honored to join this conference, and hopefully next time we can meet again. Yeah, in offline version. Yeah.
and we also have our session chair with us, Sashi Rekha, ma'am. Yes, she has joined from Bangalore.
Hello, ma'am. Very nice meeting you. It was wonderful keynote address from you. Pleasure hearing you. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah, it is great hearing to Professor Hetty because a lot of things what we are doing at India and Indonesia is quite similar. So it was really great hearing you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Jyoti
ma'am.
ma'am, thank you for the wonderful opportunity because this is also equal share for me to hear Professor Hetty from Indonesia. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. I think Hetty ma'am is in hurry today. She has to travel somewhere. So we have to interrupt everyone and we have to make sure that no one miss her session. So before everyone departs, I would like to acknowledge Dr. Yogita Patil ma'am, our head of the department. Dr. Yogita ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm here.
So we can just put our cameras on for a while because Hetty ma'am will not be there after that.
Yeah.
And all the session chairs of the respective tracks, Dr. Vishal Rana sir, we also have Dr. Ronak Mehta with us from Surat University. And all the session chairs, yes, just a group photograph, then we will proceed with our respective track. And once we will do with all the papers, we will declare the best paper award as well. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Dr. Jyoti, are we going to have a photo session together?
Just wait there, ma'am. We'll have a photo session with you. Tanmay sir, can we request a director ma'am also to join? Like just a minute. Okay, we'll have it, no? Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you. Dean Academics, Dr. Sanjay Shekhawat also remembers you.
Okay, thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Jyoti, and thank you everyone for having me in this conference, and hope we can meet again in another good time. Okay, see
Yes,
you.
yes.
Sorry, I have to leave now. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Now we can start with our presentations. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay, hi, this is Dr. Ritza. And can I present my presentation right now?
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay, just wanted to know whether my screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible.
All right, all right. Very good morning to each and everybody. So this is Dr. Richa Chaudhary from Department of Psychology, School of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences. So yeah, my topic of presentation is from assessment to awareness. And it is a human-centric model for the student career development. So yeah, why career awareness matters? Because the student faces a lot of complex career choices, especially in their early academic life. And we also see that there is a lack of self-awareness that leads to not having a proper decision making, having a lot of stress, etc. And in order to provide a proper holistic career readiness. So, because higher education is playing an important and significant role while preparing the students, not only for the academic knowledge, for the skills and the clarity, also the transition which we are seeing among the students from the educational to personal life as well as career awareness, it is becoming very essential in helping them understand their strength, their suitable work environment, etc. So if these students are provided with the informed career awareness, it will help us as well as the students to have a purposeful academic and occupational choices. It will also help us to foster the self-confidence, adaptability, and long-term career satisfaction, which will also help integrating the structured career awareness among the students. So
The traditional career guidance was more focused on the aptitude matching and the placement, and it was more into externally driven and assessment heavy tool models, which actually neglected the emotional intelligence, personality, and reflection. So, in order to bring a shift towards a human-centric career development, students were considered as an active participant in this career construction, which emphasized on the self-reflection, meaning-making, and adaptability, which was guided by the mentorship as a critical support system. When we talk about the research design and the quantitative research design, and 51 postgraduate students were included from various disciplines like business, IT, journalism, and the related other fields. So purposive sampling under the academic mentorship was done, and the informed consent was taken, and the data was anonymized. When we talk about the assessment tools, RISAC, emotional competency scale, big 5-factor personality scale was done. So basically the strategy was to take the assessment, then profiling, feedback, and evaluation. SPSS version 27 was used. The full sample of 51 students were assessed. All the tools were examined using descriptive statistics, including mean and standard deviation. Frequency distribution was also inspected to identify whether the dominant vocational profiles which are correlated among the students or not, and to explore the associations among the key psychological variables. So Spearman's correlation was conducted between personality traits and emotional competency scores also. Moving forward, we involved preparing a research question, 17 students who did the test and 13 executors who conducted the test, focusing on the descriptive statistics on the Likert scale. One sample t-test was performed against the neutral midpoint of 3.0 to determine whether the perception of the career profiling model was significantly positive. Effect size were estimated using the Cohen's to assess the magnitude of the observed effects. Assumptions of normality were evaluated through skewness and kurtosis values. So when we saw the skewness was minus 0.98 and kurtosis was minus 1.68. Moving forward, when we talk about the overall impact, it was strongly positive perception from the student and executors. Career awareness scores significantly above neutral was shown. Large effect sizes indicated meaningful impact. So overall, when the career awareness scores indicated strong favorable perception of the model from both the stakeholder groups, students reported higher than neutral self-awareness with a larger effect size. Executors similarly endorsed the model's feasibility and the impact, also demonstrating a larger effect. These findings indicate strong overall acceptance of the model by both stakeholder groups. Moving forward, when we talk about the students' perception, students constantly rated the benefit of the career profiling process highly across all the measured dimensions. Items showing comparatively greater variability included awareness of the strength, confidence in the career decision, and the clarity about the career paths. Although still positively rated, these finding indicates that while the students gain insight, they maintain realistic level of certainty regarding their career choices. These findings reflect a strong and meaningful impact of the intervention on the student self-development. The high overall mean suggests that the participants generally experience the process as beneficial, particularly in enhancing self-awareness and reflective insights. The strong endorsement of the understanding strength, areas of the improvement, and linking personal qualities with the career options indicates that the assessment successfully supported and informed and thoughtful career exploration for the students. When we talk about the executors' perceptions, the highest rate expected included improved ability to cope with the pressure and the greater professional and personal growth. Executors also highly valued the impact of event organization on the work efficacy and reported increased empathy towards the other's need. Item with the greater consciousness reflected in the lowest standard deviation included increased responsibility, improved planning and coordination skill, as well as the personal growth. The low variability suggests strong shared agreement among executors regarding the positive impact on their involvement in the model. Taken together, the findings provide converging evidence of the effectiveness and feasibility of the proposed human-centric student-driven career development model. So both the student and executor reported significantly positive experiences, indicating that the model successfully integrated psychological assessment with structured mentorship in a meaningful and impactful way. Let's talk about the key principles, like the key student outcomes. We saw improved self-understanding and reflection, greater awareness of the strength and improvement areas, ability to think personal qualities with the career option. When we talk about the career confidence and emotional insight, we see that there is a better handling of the emotions and stress. Also, there is an increased confidence in career decision making, and there is a realistic clarity rather than having the overconfidence. Also, when we talk about the executors were the psychology students. We can see that the students developed leadership and responsibility, and they had a better communication and empathy. We can also see that they have a good planning, coordination, as well as stress management. So these were the statistical highlights. All the results statistically significant. It supports the career construction theory given by Savikas, and it also aligns with the social cognitive career theory given by Lent, and it also confirms the role of self-reflection in the career clarity. So human-centric, student-driven model is effective and feasible. It helps to understand the choices of the students, and it also helps the student to develop their interest and to take a right career path, I guess, because it is somehow enhancing their self-awareness as well as their emotional insight and career clarity. So scalable framework for higher education institute also it can be possible. So yeah, I think I'm done. Thank you so much.
Very nice presentation, ma'am. Now I request Girdhari sir to have interaction.
Rija ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, Vishal sir.
Whether am I audible?
Rija ma'am?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. It was a nice presentation given by you. And one question is that what was the primary motivation behind choosing this research work?
Sir, the primary motivation regarding this paper presentation or writing this research is only that because I am particularly a master's program coordinator, and we are totally indulged into the master's students and seeing the issues they are like bringing among us, and just telling that how they are juggling and struggling with the career choices. I think that is one of the most finest reason, I believe, that we wanted to develop something which can help them to like deal with how they're having the correct career choices.
Yeah, Richa ma'am, whether I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
The career model, what you have suggested, what was the impact on the placement? Can you give me some statistics on that?
Sorry, sir, you're not. I didn't got your question.
And the career model, what you have suggested
Yes.
in comparison to the AI-based model, what was the impact on the placement side, the placement of UG or
Oh,
PG
sir,
students?
I don't think we have reached till that level, I guess. So I think for that we need to do another research.
Okay, fine, fine.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much for your wonderful
Thank you. Thank you so much.
presentation, ma'am. Now the next presentation is going to be presented by Ms. Shobha Uppe. The topic for the presentation is Motive Development and Survey Framework for Sustainable Integration of Sri Kalashi Kalamkari in Wedding Mandap Design. Shobha ma'am, are you there? I'm going to present your presentation. I think the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Screen is visible.
Okay. Shubha ma'am, are you there? I think yes, Shubha ma'am is there.
We need to unmute her. Shubha ma'am,
I think Shubha ma'am is quite busy in some another work. So we are going to take
no,
the
she
next.
has. Okay, ma'am, she has message. Actually, she is not able to talk because we need to unmute her. Is it some technical glitches might be there?
Till then, can we take the next presentation from Dr. Pramita Mukherjee?
Dr. Pramita Mukherjee's presentation is done.
Okay. Oh,
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, you are audible now, Shobha ma'am.
Yes. So is it okay? Can I present now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yogita ma'am, let her present.
yes.
Are you sharing my screen, please? Can I start? Yeah.
Yes, you can start. I have shared your presentation.
Yes, yes, I
think
can
your
see it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. A good morning to everyone present here. I'm Shobha Uppe, presenting my paper on the topic Motive Development and Survey Framework for Sustainable Integration of Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari in Wedding Mandap Design. Bringing traditional craftsmanship with contemporary celebrations space through sustainable motive development and cultural authenticity. Next slide. The challenge. Contemporary wedding decors has become increasingly commercialized and standardized, reducing visibility of region-specific craft traditions in ceremonial space. This research investigates sustainable integration of Sri Kalahasti, a traditional hand-painted textile art form from Andhra Pradesh, into modern wedding mandap designs. Next slide, please. What is Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari? It's a traditional craft from Andhra Pradesh using natural materials with a rich symbolism in it. Can you change the next slide, please? A traditional craft, a traditional hand-painted textile art from Andhra Pradesh created using bamboo pen and natural dyes. It mainly depicts mythological stories, religious themes, and cultural symbols in narrative styles. While talking about natural materials, created using eco-friendly natural dyes and sustainable textile process passed through generations, featuring intricate motifs with deep cultural meanings, perfect for ceremonial applications. Next slide, please. The next slide. My research objectives talk about motive, reinterpretation, sustainable integration, and cultural authenticity, where a deep traditional kalamkari motives into scalable design elements for modern mandap structure will be developed, ensuring environmentally responsible implications through natural, material, and lifestyle considerations. Talking about cultural authenticity, strengthening cultural identity while supporting artisans' livelihood and craft revivals. Next slide, please. Mixed media research approach will be taken care where a motive documentation and survey favorable will be done. Talking about the phase 1 documentation, traditional motifs and layout styles were studied to create modern version suitable for canopies, backdrops, and decorative fabric panels. Evaluation depends on the survey framework, assessing stakeholders' perception on cultural authenticity, aesthetic appeal, feasibility, and sustainability. Next slide, please. Motive development process. Looking into considering the traditional authenticity, document and study kalamkari motif rooted in the mythological nature, modifying traditional design to suit modern weddings style and preferences. Design adapt elements from for canopies, backdrops, and drapery panels. The survey framework components are as artisan preferences, designers' insights, and client preferences. I'll be taking care of the traditional feasibility, traditional authenticity, and production consideration from artisans in artisan is considered, sorry. The design was evaluated based on its visual appeal, how well it fits into the space, and how suitable it is for the modern design needs. Client preference will take care of the client authenticity, visual impact, and sustainability value from wedding clients. Next slide, please. Sustainability framework. Here we are talking about the natural dye application, which are eco-friendly pigments from plants and minerals sources, which reduce environmental impacts. Material selected using sustainable fabric helps the product last longer and reduce harm to the environment. Life cycle consideration, design the product so that it can be reused, used again for other purpose, and dispose of safety without harming the environment. The slide, the picture talks about the raw materials used in the traditional kalamkari of Sri Kalahasti, which is practiced with a bamboo stick. Conclusion, craft revival, promote sustainable revival of traditional kalamkari art through contemporary application in ceremonial space. Cultural identity strengthens religious heritage in wedding environmental while maintaining authenticity. Artisan empowerment supports livelihood of traditional craft people by creating new market opportunities. We can also establish framework applicable to other traditional crafts and in ceremonial contexts. Next, here all over the study, the research talks about a new vision for a wedding space. This research brings traditional craftsmanship with contemporary spatial design, creating environmentally responsible celebration that honors cultural heritage while supporting artisan community. Thank you. Yes, please. Any questions?
Yogita ma'am? Yogita ma'am, please ask the question. Jyoti ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Please ask the question, ma'am.
So, ma'am, the title of the topic was hello. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
hi. Yes, I can hear you,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
It was descriptive and academic also. It focuses on, like, what I have understood from your presentation is it focuses on bridging traditional Indian craftsmanship, that is Sri Kalamkari, right? With
Right.
modern event design, that is
Right,
wedding
ma'am.
mandaps, right?
Yes,
So
mandap design.
the slides the slides that you have used has a very good image of traditional Kalamkari art that I
Yes,
can see
ma'am.
in the second slide of Radha Krishna alongside a
Right.
modern sketch that you have shared,
Yes,
which visually reinforces a traditional versus to contemporary theme.
right.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
exactly, ma'am, is it your business plan? I just want to know and to understand from you, like, what is the idea of presenting this topic?
Yes, ma'am. Uh, uh, actually, I'm a PhD scholar and I'm working on this right now. And
Okay.
what I have seen is the Sri Kalahasti, as I spoken about, like it talks about the mythological stories only till now. And the craftsmen are also following the same work continuously. And when you talk about the mandaps, okay, there are many sections and categories of the way it goes. You have a richer family, you have a medium, and all. So now what I was thinking is this research talks about bringing new look to the mandaps instead of all the printed material and printed things displayed over there. If we add a new addition to the mandap decoration using traditional craft work as a decorative material, we can add value to it, one. And the second thing is we are giving additional uh, input or work to the craftsmen. So as when I'm doing this, I have also seen, because I'm not going to do any business over there, but yeah, with my development and new designs here, the craftsmen accepted uh, coming up with a new style, modernizing what I have asked for, and even the mandap decors or the event manager also have supported me, saying that yes, it can be done. So that's why I'm working on this direction.
Wonderful, ma'am. It was really a good insights, and we also have, understood this. This was very unique idea that you have
Thank you
brought
very
into this
much, ma'am.
forum. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you for the wonderful presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The next presentation is going to be delivered by Priya Patil, and her topic of presentation is the machine language approach for water quality prediction and classification.
Hello.
So I request Priya Patil.
హలో సరే వెళ్ళు అయితే
Yes, ma'am.
నాకు కాల్ చేశాడు నేను ఎత్తలేకపోయాను సెమినార్ లో ఉన్నాను సరే
The next presentation is going to be delivered by Priya Patil. Priya Patil, are you there?
హలో సారీ రా నేను కాన్ఫరెన్స్ లో నా పేపర్ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ చేసినప్పుడు నువ్వు నీది వచ్చింది చెప్పు
Shobha ma'am, please mute your mic. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Priya ma'am, your presentation.
Hello. Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Priya ma'am, go ahead. Okay. Hello, good morning. My name is Shweta Chaudhary. I'm from KC College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon. Okay, today we present this topic for women safety analytics. Today we present for this topic a machine learning approach for water quality prediction and classification. Now start with background and motivation. Good morning, everyone. Water is one of the best essential natural resources for human survival. It is required for drinking, agriculture, industries, sanitation, and maintaining ecological balance. However, due to rapid industrialization, urbanization, agriculture runoff, and improved sewage disposal, water pollution has become a serious global issue. Water affects human health, aquatic life, and the overall environment. Therefore, monitoring water quality is extremely important. Traditionally, water quality is tested by collecting samples and analyzing them in laboratories. Although these methods are accurate, they are time-consuming, costly, and do not provide real-time results. With the advancement of sensor technology, large amount of water quality data can now be collected continuously. However, manually analyzing such large data sets is difficult and efficient. Now, second slide is research and question and objectives. Our main research question is how can machine learning improve water quality prediction and classification? To address this question, we define the following objectives. First, to develop a complete machine learning based system that can predict water quality parameters and classification, water as a safe or unsafe. Second, to use important physiochemical parameters such as pH, turbidity, temperature, dissolved oxygen, electrical conductivity, and total dissolved solids. Third, to apply the compare different supervised machine learning algorithm in order to define the best performing model. Finally, to improve the reliability and accuracy of the system by performing proper data processing and feature selection. Now, third slide, data and methodology. In this study, we use important water quality parameters, pH, which indicates acidity or alkaline of water, turbidity, which measure water clarity, temperature, which influence chemical reactions, dissolved oxygen, which is essential for aquatic life, electrical conductivity, which shows the presence of dissolved salts, total dissolved solids, which represent the concentrations of minerals. Our methodology consists of several steps. Like first step is we collected water quality data from reliable data sets and monitoring system. Then second is we perform data processing. This includes handling missing values, remove incorrect data, and normalization the data sets that all parameters are on similar scale. Then the third is we perform feature selection to identify the most important variables. Then we train supervised machine learning model for both regression, prediction, and classification tasks. Finally, we evaluated the models using perform metrics such as accuracy and F1 sources, F1 score to measure their effectiveness. Then fourth slide is key finding, policy management implementations, like after training and testing the model, we observed that the following: the regression models were able to predict water quality values with low error rates. The classification model successfully categorized where water samples into safe and unsafe group with high accuracy. The use of cross-validation ensured that the model performed well not only on training data but also on unseen data. Overall, the machine learning based system proved to be faster, efficient, and reliable compared to traditional testing methods. Then for implementation and future research, like the research has an important practical implementation. First, it supports real-time monitoring of water quality through automated system. Second, it allows early detection of pollution, enabling authorities to take timely action. Then third is it reduces dependency on frequent laboratory testing, which saves both time and cost. Finally, it supports sustainable water resources management and help government agencies and environmental organizations make data-driven decisions. Then limitations and futures. Also, although the system shows promising result, there are some limitations. The model perform depends heavily on the data quality. If the dataset contain errors, missing values, or noise from sensor, prediction accuracy may decrease. Sorry. Limited or balanced data can be also affect classification performance. In the future, we enhance the system by integrating IoT-based real-time sensor for continuous data collection. We can also apply advanced deep learning model to improve prediction accuracy. Additionally, developing cool based or web-based perform can help implement this system on a larger scale. Then the conclusion of this machine learning approach to conclude this study demonstrate that the machine learning provide a smart, fast, and reliable solution for water quality prediction and classification. It reduces manual effect, improves accuracy, support real-time monitoring, and contribute to better environment management. This approach has strong potential to ensure safe and clean water for the future generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya ma'am. Now I request Sri Lekha ma'am and other session chairs. So the forum is open for the questions. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, if I can talk, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah, actually, when I was hearing to your whole presentation, I understood that there are so many things that we can also incorporate in the other kind of research that we did, ma'am. But then I was just asking for a few things. Now, when you spoke about the limitations is on the slide, sensor noise and data imbalance challenges you have written. But in the recent literature, if you can see, there are so many studies about it, right? Sensor or other requirements where it is going to create a different dimension to the research. What is your opinion on that?
Ma'am, can you please repeat this question?
Ma'am, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
See, okay, when you have written, I have been hearing to your research completely. I think it's a good voluminous research that you have done. I agree with that. But in case of limitations, you have written sensor noise and data imbalance challenges. But there are so many studies that has been already been based on these challenges. What's your opinion on that? There are studies and there have been backed up data about it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for this question. Yes, I agree that many previous studies have already addressed sensor noise and data imbalance issues. However, this challenge still remain practical problem in real world water monitoring system. Our study acknowledged this existing solution, but the effectiveness of the handling noise and imbalance depends on the specific data sets and environment. In our research, we applied pre-processing and validation techniques to reduce these issues, and but completely eliminating them it's still difficult. Therefore, we consider them as a ongoing practical limitations rather than completely solve problems.
Yes, sir.
Ronak sir, would you like to add something?
I have one question. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, one of your motivation that you have yours for doing this research is that traditional testing is not real time, you said, right? So, how do you plan to handle sensor drift or dirty sensors in a real world deployment where data might become noisy over time? So,
Okay,
traditional
ma'am.
test, yeah.
Okay, just a second. Okay, that is important concern in real world development to handle drive, sensor drift and dirty sensors like regular calibration and maintenance of sensor will be necessary to ensure accuracy over time. Okay. In addition, like data processing techniques such as a noise filtering and outlier detections can help identify abnormal readings. We can also implement drift detection algorithm that monitor changes in that data patterns and trigger error. If unusual variations occurs, periodic retaining of the machine learning model with updated data can further improve reliability also. So
Okay,
combining
okay,
hardware.
just a minute. Sorry to interrupt you. Yes, just for further improvement of your research that you're doing, I will suggest that you should include one specific use case, okay? Or you can show a region where this technology could be immediately deployed to save cost. This will be my suggestions for further research. Where we can use this technology, you can if you can tell this, and if you can add this into your research, it will be a good presentation.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable suggestion. I completely agree that including a specific use case for
Yes,
regional implementation.
region
Thank you, ma'am.
specific. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much, Priya ma'am. The next presentation is going to be delivered by Dr. Manisha Sharma on the topic sustainability driven innovations, aligning technology, environment, and accountability. So I request Priya Padil ma'am to kindly stop the presentation so that Dr. Manisha Sharma can share her presentation.
Am I audible?
Yes, Manisha ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, I'll just give a brief introduction of mine and then we'll start sharing the presentation. So, good afternoon, one and all present here. My name is Dr. Manisha Sharma. I am an assistant professor in the School of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences in Oro University. My domain is public policy, sustainability, SDGs, and public administration. So I'll be delivering my lecture for today in sustainability driven innovation, aligning technology, environment, and accountability. So I will just give me a moment. I'll share my PPT. Please let me know if it is visible to all.
Yes, your screen is visible.
All right. All right. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you can start.
Thank you so much. So as we just can see the introduction and problem context, it is a brief study where we'll be talking about the sustainability driven innovation, which has emerged as a central paradigm in the 21st century as nations attempt to reconcile the economic development with environmental protection and social justice. So the acceleration of climate change, along with biodiversity loss, urban congestion, and widening socioeconomic inequalities, has intensified the need for systemic transformation. So, according to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or technological innovation is considered a key enabler in achieving the climate action, which is a part of the SDG, which is SDG 13. The technological innovation is considered a key enabler in achieving the climate action, and affordable clean energy, that is also one of the SDGs, that is SDG 7. And along with these, we also have incorporated SDG 11, that is sustainable cities, and responsible consumption, that is SDG 12. So technologies such as renewable energy systems, artificial intelligence, Internet of things, or blockchain and smart infrastructure are no longer peripheral tools. They are structural drivers of decarbonization, transparency, and governance reforms. However, the deployment of these technologies raises the concerns related to cost, digital inequality, ethical governance, cybersecurity, and environmental externalities. So, this study critically examines how sustainability driven innovation aligns the technological advancement with environmental protection and accountability mechanisms in governance and industry. All right, so if we look at the problem context anyway, before we go with the objectives and methodology, I'll just tell that despite of the climate commitments under the Paris Agreement or global greenhouse gas emission, urban areas contribute nearly 70% of global CO2 emissions, while fossil fuels still dominate the global energy mix. Right. So, in the study, we have focused on certain problems which have included the continued dependence on fossil fuels, inefficient urban infrastructure, lack of transparency in supply chain, which are also there in the limitation part. I think I would take it forward and we'll focus on the objectives. So the major objectives of the study are to analyze the role of renewable energy and decarbonization, as I said in the introduction. And it is also helpful to examine the AI and IoT application in smart cities. It is also applicable to assess the blockchain as a tool for transparency and accountability, to identify the structural limitations in technology driven sustainability, and to propose policy recommendations for inclusive and ethical implementation. Now, if you look at the methodological part, you can see that this research is basically focused on the qualitative and analytical research design. We have taken the secondary data collection, including the reports from international renewable energy agencies, publications from World Economic Forums. Also, we have taken policy documents from the United Nations, which are there in the websites, and I have shared the references also in my research paper. We also have taken certain case studies. Now, we have taken a comparative case study analysis also of countries like Germany, Singapore, India, and Israel. So in Germany, we have taken the renewable transition. For Singapore, we have taken the smart city governance. In India, we have taken the digital governance in agriculture. And for Israel, we have taken water conservation. So the study is thematic and critical in its analytical part, and we have focused on the themes like smart urban governance, supply chain accountability, ethical and regulatory challenges also there, along with the decarbonization. So if we look at the renewable energy and decarbonization, it refers to the reducing carbon intensity in energy production and industrial systems. Now we have focused on the solar energy, and we have taken examples of Germany, Norway, and India, where we have taken the Badla Solar Park of Rajasthan. So in Germany, as you can see in the picture itself, that the Germany's energy Wende policy has expanded the solar and wind energy, reducing the coal dependency. Here the country now generates over 40% of electricity from the renewables. And if you look at India's Bhadla Solar Park of Rajasthan, it is one of the largest solar parks globally, right? Significantly lowering the carbon emissions, and it has its impact in reducing the CO2 emissions, energy security, declining cost of photovoltaic panels, and we also have an impact in the job creation in areas like green sectors. Right. So if we look at the case studies anyway, we have already talked about various areas of Germany or India. Now, if we look at the AI and IoT smart cities, it enhances the urban sustainability through real-time monitoring and predictive analytics. So, smart traffic management here is having its impact, that is based on the AI traffic system, which reduces the congestion and emission. So we have taken the example of Singapore Smart Nation Initiative. Under the Smart Nation program, it has included the AI monitors traffic patterns, sensors optimize signal timing, and reduce the congestion and pollution levels. Now, the energy efficient building is also a part of AI and IoT in smart cities that enable the smart meters regulate the electricity usage in real time. So we have an example of smart HVAC systems that reduce the urban energy consumption by at least 20 to 30%, I would say. We also have waste management, where the AI-based sorting robots improve the recycling efficiency. So here, smart beans notify the authorities when full optimizing, collection are there, collection routes are there. So here we have example, we also have blockchain and accountability. Now, if you look at the blockchain and accountability, it ensures the immutable decentralized record keeping. So here we have the supply chain transparency, where we have taken Walmart, IBM Food Trust. So Walmart partnered with IBM to create blockchain traceability in food supply chains. So it has its impact in reducing the food contamination. It also increased the consumer trust, and it has prevented the fraudulent labeling. Right. So if we look at the ethical sourcing, it has the blockchain prevents that deals with the illegal logging, child labor in mining, and counterfeit ECO certification. So we have the governance implications or applications also in blockchain voting system, land record digitization, transparent public procurement also. Now, We have certain examples of the precision agriculture and water technology. Uh, Here we have taken the AI crop monitoring and smart irrigation, and we have example of India where we can see that 25% of water is saving via the AI drought prediction. So for that we have drones in India. So where we are having smart agriculture, we are using the smart agricultural methods also. So here again we have another example of Israel, which is having the national smart water management model. So that again that helps in AI leak detection and desalination. So if you look at the challenges and the limitation part, we can see that it is having various limitations related to digital divide, uh, which includes again the rural population. They lack the digital access, and technological benefits remain urban centric, we can say. So if you look at the high capital cost that is there, so it again it is having its limitations in renewable infrastructure. It requires large investment, I would say, and AI implementation needs a more skilled workforce. If you look at the energy consumption and digital systems, it again it's cryptocurrency mining increases the electricity demand. Here another limitation is the data centers contribute to emissions. And if you look at the cybersecurity, yes, cybersecurity risk is there, as the smart grids vulnerable, they are vulnerable to hacking, and IoT devices lack the robust encryption also. So these are the limitations you can see. And if I just conclude and just give the recommendation, uh, I would say that sustainability driven innovation represents a structural transformation rather than incremental reform. Now, renewable energy technologies are central to decarbonization efforts, uh, while the AI and IoT reshape the urban governance towards the efficiency and resilience. Blockchains enhances the transparency and accountability in the supply chains and governance system. But however, technology alone cannot, guarantee the sustainability. Without inclusion, access or inclusion of access or inclusive access, ethical safeguards, or we can say regulatory coherence in cybersecurity frameworks, the technological adoption may deepen the inequalities rather than resolve them, right? So I would say that sustainable innovation must integrate technological advancement with governance reform and social justice principles. Now, if you look at the recommendation part, the paper is ongoing anyway, but so far what I have read, I have my recommendations somewhere, basic recommendations only. These are based on strengthening the digital infrastructure in rural areas. As I have mentioned already that in rural areas we are somewhere lack in terms of network, right? So it would help in promoting the affordable broadband, and digital literacy should also be there. We can also introduce green financing mechanisms, which can include the carbon taxes, green bonds, and subsidies, anyway, subsidies for renewable adoption. So we can also promote, it is already promoted, the public-private partnership, but we should promote it in a way that encourage collaboration in projects like smart city projects, and we can also promote the rural development with the help of PPP, I would say. So these are so far the recommendation from my side. And yes, thank you so much for listening to me. I think I have not taken much time, so thanks a lot. Thank you so much. I would be happy if I get any feedback or suggestions or any questions. I would be writing it down and will implement definitely, because it is an ongoing study. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much, Manisha ma'am. Your deliberation is very, very nice. And now I request the panelists, session chairs to ask a few questions and have con-
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Manisha, ma'am, a wonderful deliberation, to be honest, because entire world is leading to sustainability and SDG goals today is pretty important for businesses.
Yes, ma'am.
Great work done. I think it's pretty important for us to concentrate on these things right now. And at
Yes,
the
ma'am.
outset, it's just my perception and my understanding because while you started your title, it was most like SDGs and to avoid business losses. That was how you started your presentation. But
Yes, ma'am.
then when we went dive into the other slides, you have a lot of versions about AI, IoT, and other requirements there. To be honest, each one point that you took, blockchain could it be, or AI, IoT could it be, each one topic itself is a PhD title, basically. That means you can do so much research in that particular area.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So you have taken this overall topic of SDG and business losses. You have touched upon all the variants, and I'm pretty sure that you have lot many things to do in your future research. Also, you have written it. But then please do concentrate on certain points where you can get into more. If you get into blockchain, which gets into so many other technology requirements also there. A lot of research is being done in the last 8 to 10 years on blockchain. My own two papers have been published in the same domain as well. So when we talk about that, we have to update the recent ones. I think that is one important suggestion I could give you so that you can carry it to your further research. The new or the latest research on these terms are pretty important across the world so that your weightage on the research would be great.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
I would love to read your paper, ma'am. Please share the link also with me so that I would incorporate in my research as well, where I can use your article.
Sure, ma'am. It is
Thank you
there
so
on.
much.
Yeah, sure. Thank you
Thank,
so much.
Thank you,
thank
ma'am.
you so much, ma'am. Yes. So overall, the research it provided a necessary reality check that technology alone cannot guarantee sustainability without inclusion, access, and ethical safeguards. And this is very strong piece of policy-oriented research. Excellent work, ma'am.
Thank you so
So,
much.
yeah.
Now the next presentation is going to deliver by Professor Shriya Kopta on the topic customer purchase intention toward Ayurvedic herb. It is with special reference to the Khandesh region, and this paper is a literature review based paper. So now I welcome Professor Shriya Kopta to deliver a session.
Thank you, madam. As you said, the literature review on customer purchase intention towards Ayurvedic herbs with special reference to Khandesh region. Well, I'll be splitting it, the entire title after the literature review to make it how my objectives will be derived. My slides are already shared. Are my slides visible?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, products and herbal healthcare. Review relevant behavioral theories with primary focus on theory of plant behavior. Synthesis prior studies to identify key determinants of Ayurvedic herbs adoption. Emphasizes the role of social norms, health beliefs, precise benefit, and perceived risk. This all four factors are very important when we talk about customer purchase intention. Identifies the crucial research gap and establishes the theoretical foundation for the study. Where this is, we'll be seeing this. Yeah, okay. I have studied 90 plus papers, which is maybe 94 papers to be really precise. On that, for Ayurvedic Foundation, I have 20 papers. Medicinal herbs, I have 25. Consumer behavior, 20. Theory of plant behavior studies, where we'll be seeing the benefits and risks, are 15. And market reports, which will be required for the purchase intention topic, were 10. Conceptual foundation of purchase, customer purchase and consumer purchase intention. The literature establishes the purchase intention as a central construct in consumer behavior research, with theory of planned behavior providing a robust theoretical foundation and determinants such as attitude, precise control, trust, and health beliefs. Now, when we are talking about any intention, any purchase intention, attitude is the foremost thing that we need to consider, because until and unless you do not have the attitude of buying, or maybe of thinking of buying, you cannot move forward with the trust and health beliefs and precise control, maybe risk and barriers. So we'll be talking on that consistently, influencing the intention formation. Um, Now, yeah, definition of purchase intention. The purchase intention reflects the consumer consequences plan and psychological readiness to buy a product or service in the future. Theoretical explanation. A theory of planned behavior explains the purchase intention through attitude, subjective norms, and precise behavioral control. Role in decision process. Purchase intention acts as a mediating variable between antecedent beliefs, which are trust and awareness, and purchase behavior. There are two things that we need to consider here. One is incidental belief, and other is purchase behavior. It is a process from where we start from believe and finally purchase the product. Relevance in consumer research. The purchase intention is widely used as a reliable predictor of consumer behavior across the product categories. Determinants and importance of purchase intention, attitudinal and cognitive factor, which says that attitude, precise values, awareness significantly influence the purchase intention. Social influence and trust. Again, a theory of planned behavior talks about social influence, which says social capital, customer trust, and relation proneness strongly shapes the purchase intention. Precise control and risk. Precise behavior control positively affects the attention, while precise risk negatively impacts the buying decision. Here we can give an example of maybe Patanjali, where our behavioral control and has the word being used pure was something that was banned for only one or maybe 14 products, but the sale for Patanjali was dropped for next 3 months for entire product. So that was precise risk that they negatively impacted the buying decision. The health related decision, health consequences, willingness to pay, and information cues and influence purchase intention in health oriented products. As my product is Ayurvedic herbs, health consequences are something that we need to keenly observe and keenly study. Where, because this is not something that you can apply for once and then you will say, okay, it is fine. Here it is something which is related to your health, which will manage your health or maybe destroy your health in some way. So here we need to consider health related decisions too. Intention behavior. The purchase intention significantly predicts the actual purchase behavior, especially in health and sustainable products. Overview of Ayurveda herbal products in consumer research. Our literature shows that Ayurveda is increasingly integrated into modern healthcare and preventive wellness globally and in India. But regulatory challenges, limited validation, and consumer trust issues create an important research gap. As we all know, there is no bigger brand in Ayurvedic hubs. We will provide Ayurvedic medicines. We can provide Ayurvedic maybe shampoo, but there is not something which is completely related to herbs. Neither do today people have knowledge of that herbs, and that is why not let that be globally or let that be in India. No much brands are visible globally or in pan-India. Ayurveda in modern healthcare and willingness market. Ayurveda as a complementary healthcare. Ayurveda is effective in managing chronic diseases through holistic, preventive, and personalized care with low risk and complication. Preventive and lifestyle decision, medicine. Ayurveda plays a significant role in preventing healthcare and addressing non-communicable lifestyle-related diseases. Integrating with allopathy. Integrating use of Ayurveda with modern medicine improves the patient outcomes in stress, pain, and sleep quality. Digital and technological advancement. Digital Ayurveda enhances accessibility, precision, and personalized care. Challenges and limitation. Wider adoption of is constrained as a regulatory inconsistency, lack of standardization, and limited large-scale clinical validation. Market and entrepreneurship. Ayurveda market is expanding globally, driven by innovation, sustainability, and consumer demand. Global shift to natural healthcare. Rising health consequences, aging, pollution, and chronic diseases burden have an increased demand for traditional and complementary medicines. Neutro, nutrocen- Nutraceutical wellness expansion occupy the space between the food and pharmaceuticals, supporting preventive and lifestyle healthcare. Policy and global healthcare perspective. Despite progress under WHO traditional medicine strategy, gap remains in regulation, funding, and policy integration. Indian preventive healthcare trends. Ayurveda plays a growing role in preventive and chronic care, particularly amongst the rural population. Integrative Indian healthcare. Combining Ayurveda with modern medicines improves the healthcare accessibility and outcomes, but requires a strong scientific validation. Indian market constraints. The market expansion is barriers, limited awareness, and concern over standardization and safety. Now, the third point is theoretical framework used in herbal product adoption studies, right? The literature strongly supports theory of planned behavior as a suitable framework for this study, while highlighting the dominant role of precise behavioral control and trust and indirect influence of social norms, especially relevant for Ayurvedic herbs adoption. Core theory of planned behavior structure, the behavior is predicted through intention, which is shaped by attitude, subjective norms, and precise behavioral control. Predictive validation. Theory of planned behavior demonstrates the strong explanatory predictive power across consumer, health, and technology-related behavior. Intention utility. Theory of planned behavior-based intervention significantly influences the behavior and its antecedent, especially in the group and public settings. Longitudinal stability. Theory of planned behavior constructs remain stable over time. PBC consistently predicts the intention across the time points. Methodological concern gap includes intention, behavioral gap, lack of standardization measurement tools, and inconsistent model application. The scope of application. Theory of planned behavior is dominant in green and food related consumer research, while personal care and herbal content remains underexplored. As for an example, haldi is something that we can use every day. But when we talk about Ayurveda, we don't talk about haldi. We don't consider it as an herbal product. And there are multiple options that we are using in our lifestyle to make our life be easy and healthier. Theory of planned behavior in Ayurvedic purchase. Precise behavioral control consistently emerges as often shows weaken and significant effect. The inclusion of health consequences, health values, precise values, and willingness to pay improves the explanatory power of theory of planned behavior. Trust medicine, the relationship between values, beliefs, and purchase intention in Ayurvedic products. Social norm influence, attitudes, desire, and awareness rather than directly affecting the purchase intention. Influence is largely indirect. the family cultural and norms, family preferences, ethnocentrism, and cultural identification significantly shape the Ayurvedic product adoption in India. Limited product knowledge, very important. Here we will be talking about limited product knowledge, increasing reliance on advertising influences, and precise authenticity in social cues. Now, there are multiple examples to give it. One is Gund Katira, that is something that has been used from ages, but now because of the social, maybe say knowledge and advertisement, it has taken a different market that has captured a very beautiful market, and still it has been as Gund Katira multiple benefits, but it has been just focused right now on coolingness. There are multiple examples to be given at, and the paper shows it well. The Ayurvedic and herbal personal care product remains under research within the theory of plant behavior based consumer behavior studies. Literature review synthesis. The purchase intention is a key predictor of actual purchase behavior, medicates the influence of attitude, beliefs, and external. Prior studies highlight the health beliefs, precise benefit, trust, and perceived risk as a major drivers of purchase intention for herbal and health-related products. Theory of plant behavior is most widely validated framework with precise behavioral control consistently emerging as the strongest predictor. Extension of theory of plant behavior incorporating health consequences, trust, risk, perception, improves the explanatory power. Existing literature lacks the region-specific evidence on Ayurvedic herbs, particularly in semi-urban and rural India, justifying the present study in the Khandesh region. Again, once upon a time, maybe 60 years back, Khandesh was very famous for its herbs, very famous for dal, very famous for all the FMCG products. But now that market has been shifted, and that is why my keen concern was to consider for Khandesh region that what has actually happened, that this market has been shifted to maybe different areas. So my research gap identified from the literature is broad study on herbal products, Ayurvedic formulations, but limited focus on Ayurvedic herbs as a distinct product category. There are very few brands that are also working on Ayurvedic herbs. Though it is very important for a market, like very important for the local public to understand that Ayurvedic herbs are better than the medicines that they are having. Then theoretical application emphasizes on attitude and precise behavioral control. Social norms often weak and inconsistently explained, especially context specific. Health beliefs, health values, and naturalness studied as an isolated construct. Lack of integrated analysis link health beliefs and attitude intention, which gives us our sorry, risk and barriers. Trust and quality concern mentioned conceptually, but limited empirical measurement of precise risk and barriers, like maybe adulteration, dosage, standardization, that are not very specific in maybe Ayurvedic products or herbs. Studied focused on the metros and international market, but it has not been focused on semi-urban and rural India. Then generic consumer samples, but very limited attention to the traditional knowledge or modern health awareness. Single factor or partial model, absence of holistic and integrated behavioral model, which I am trying to make. So here is my research gap, which was explained, and here goes for my research questions. What in contemporary market scenario of Ayurvedic herbs? What is the influence of social norms on consumer adoption of Ayurvedic herbs? How to evaluate the impact of health beliefs on attitude towards Ayurveda? How precise benefit shapes the purchase decision related to Ayurvedic herbs? What are the precise risks and barriers that a consumer faces when purchasing Ayurvedic herbs? Which gives me objectives. To study the contemporary market scenario, which will be a completely theoretical one, assess the influence to evaluate the impact of health beliefs on attitude towards Ayurveda, to analyze how the precise benefits shape purchase decision related to Ayurvedic herbs, to study the precise risks and barriers that a consumer faces when purchasing Ayurvedic herbs. This is some references, and thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A very nice presentation.
Shriya ma'am.
Now I request Shri Lekha ma'am.
Shriya ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
आप audible है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. My question is somewhat relevant to the Ayurvedic medicine, because nowadays we are looking, the patients wants the immediate cure. They don't believe in the prevention. They are just more focusing on the how fast he can get a recovery from the disease. Whether this Ayurveda herbs can satisfy, or whether it will get a good market after COVID, no doubt, it has gained a market share, and the cost factor also very important, because the Ayurveda medicines are costlier than the other allopathic medicine. So what is your this thing means
Yeah, that is why I in my Yes, sir. As I already explained and said that definitely Ayurvedic medicines one are costlier, but now but I am here talking about Ayurvedic herbs. Considering again Ayurvedic herbs से ही Ayurvedic medicines बनती है, लेकिन उसमें फिर भी हम adulteration या फिर mixing of medicines or mixing of some chemicals are required. Let that be maybe Ayurvedic shampoo also. It is not purely Ayurvedic, right? But if it is an Ayurvedic powder, maybe of made of Rita and Shikakai, and that is you apply on, like you mix it with hot water and apply it. That is the basic Ayurvedic herbs that I am talking about. One. Secondly, that is not costlier. Ayurvedic herbs are not costlier. Third, it has been considered as a big market share right now, considering after pandemic. And now, so there's a shift in maybe youth. Now youth doesn't want has reduced the alcohol consumption. Earlier it was the state. So now people are more focused on their health, more focused on what they're intaking. This is the time where we are thinking of maybe to have millets. We are going back to our roots, and this is the time where we should again go back to our roots for Ayurveda also. The major concern here comes is knowledge, and that needs to be have some model to it, that uh, this knowledge is just limited.
Yes, ma'am. I got answer. Yeah, I got the answer, ma'am. Very nice.
Audible?
आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही है?
Mr. Ronak Mehta.
Yes, I'm here.
Please.
Am I audible? Am I audible? I'm here. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Ronak Mehta, and I'm going to present on corporate connection strategies to reduce the gap between industry and academia. So the idea has been initiated in one of the conference where the majority of academicians like us get together, and the idea to have how to reduce this gap. Okay, so the gap was like this. As am I? Are you able to see my PPTs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is just a gap that we are looking after, that more than 10 million students are getting graduate, and 80% students are struggling to get the job. And this gap is because of their skill set. It is not because of the degree they are earning. So they may do hard work in 3 years course, 5 years course, but the gap of having a demand in a market, they need to develop their skills too. Okay, so for this I have obviously used secondary data, and then for whom we should do such activity. Okay, so these are the stakeholders that it is individual students for which we need to improve their skills. For the corporates, because these are our ultimate audience to whom we actually deliver our students as an future employee. Okay, and that is why corporates are our one of the stakeholders. And the institutions are claiming to you know create a graduation, or at the same time they should focus on the skill set too. So institution is creating, trying to bridge between corporates and individual. So this is how this for whom we need to develop our system or make some model that creates employability skill in the students. So primary objective was to studies higher education institutions that creates industry ready students. Okay, so the aim is to create industry ready student. Okay, but how can we do that? So the research has been done with the we want to create some strategic framework. So we decided to have a qualitative research and descriptive research where panel discussion was done. Fortunately, I have been part of one of the FDP IIM Nagpur, and some of the faculties from the prestigious universities were there, and we did little discussion over there, and we bring out the best of the best strategies that can possible to minimize the breach. Okay, so how to connect industries. So we found out with the panel discussion, we have created this implementation roadmap where we can use market intelligence, use of data, previous years data or 10 years data, where sunrise sector can be identified. Today's sunrise sectors are AI, pharmaceutical, renewable energies, kind of today. It may change in future, and based on that sunrise sectors, okay, we need to create our advisory board in our universities, whereby they have a experts from the such industries, and faculty immersion programs can be organized. We can send our faculties to their industry for 20 days or 25 days. Now that faculty immersion can increase the faculty skill to conduct such a session in a class. Like other way also possible, you can send your student to direct project integration with the industries. Otherwise, you can have a MOU, placement MOU with the industries, and you can also invite industry person at your institute. And this should be your model. This is a proposed model. I am not endorsing this model. It is just a proposed model, 70-20-10 model, whereby 10% should be classroom, 20% should be peer-to-peer, and 70% should be hands-on. So any model, if you are developing, you must have a KPI, KRA. So KPI must be their velocity of the placement, means how frequently graduates are getting their job. Then employee feedback, you should ask employees whether our students are being effective one, or you can have a percentage of conversion rate, percentage of a full-time role, means internship, how many students are converting into internship to pre-placement offer. Okay, this is how you can measure the whether strategy is working or not. And the limitation of current studies, I haven't still approached any industry expert yet, but this is a working paper And by this working paper, I just want to develop the concept, and in future I'm trying to get more number of participants from different academia, and yes, I want to approach industry experts for developing model, at the same time identifying key gaps if available. Mostly for the research, I use geographical constraint like urban area faculties been taken for panel discussion. I would love to take up some of more experts from different parts of India, though it is rural or it is some different section of the society, where the creative mind works and can give some more inputs. So in future, I generative AI may use to recruit people. Okay, whereby students primary screening would be done by generative AI. So here I would like to train my student in a way that generative AI, they must get through first screening that generative AI does. This is how I want to convert my basic research into advanced research level. So it is just my working paper. I'm just trying to develop my idea. Okay, so my proposed model is key. If you want to have a industry ready students, you need to have a very good foundation of academics. So we do not want to replace a traditional learning, but yes, we want to add their experiential learning method that can increase the agility of the students. See, what is the biggest challenge we are facing? That student nowadays are not nowadays, since so long, are not being ready mentally for having different kind of roles. Okay, so ultimately we need to work on their psychology too. At the same time, we need to develop their skill set too. So this is how we can reduce the gap between, we just don't want to teach them, we want to enable them. So that's it from my side. So it is my working paper. With your suggestion, I would like to have a valuable suggestion from the panel and move ahead.
Sir, my suggestion is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can also have a consultation with the placement officers of various.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because they will also have a idea that what the students are facing challenges, what the
So
industries are.
you are saying ki I should add placement officer in my audience, means need to
No.
ask to placement.
I'm
Yes.
just when we are doing a survey or some kind of data collection process, you can
Okay.
We can include the placement officers.
Sure.
Yes.
Taken, sir. Point taken. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your beautiful deliberation. Now I request Gaurav Nehte. Sir, have you presented your paper? Gaurav, sir? Gaurav Nehte? Anyone who is remaining for the presentation? Is there someone who is left for the presentation?
I think we should stop now because we cannot see anyone now. Everyone has done.
Okay. Okay, then we can stop for the presentation. Then we now thank you all for joining the session. Now here we conclude the presentation for the track 1, track 2, and track 3. Now we will have a lunch break, and after lunch break we will proceed for the valedictory session. So all the participants are requested to join for the valedictory session after lunch at 2 o'clock. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We will announce the track-wise presentation, best paper presentation.
Recording in progress.
So all the participants are requested to join for the valedictory session. Thank you so much. Please join at 2 o'clock.
Recording stopped.